All right, so when I'm looking at this sample introduction paper, I've already identified the three ways that this student is arguing that the speaker strengthens their message. So the three ways are by contrasting hypotheticals and reality, providing examples and personal anecdotes, and strong repetition of the word persevere. So now I'm going to go back, and after reading through the speech one time so that I have an idea of what it's about, I'm going to annotate for what she's talking about here, the contrasting hypotheticals and reality. So contrasting works in like compare, contrast. So when I'm looking at the copy of this speech, I'm looking for examples of contrasting those hypotheticals with reality. And what I noticed and what stood out to me was how she was repeating the word instead. And what I saw was instead. And I look down here and I see instead. And then I look down here and I see instead again. And I look down here and I see it again. So this is something that Albright does a lot. Actually, we can keep going. I'm going to say we can now lower our voices. There's another instead. But I know from this introduction that she's contrasting hypotheticals and reality. So the word instead implies that it shows that you are comparing two things, in this case contrasting them. So the Berlin Wall is now a memory. We could be satisfied with that. So that is the hypothetical. We could be satisfied with that. Instead, and then here's the reality. We are enlarging and adapting NATO and striving to create a future for Europe in which every democracy, including Russia, is our partner and every partner is a builder of peace. So here is the reality. So if I go on to this next section, largely because of U.S. leadership, nuclear weapons are no longer target our homes. We could relax. Here's the hypothetical. Whoops. But instead, we are working to reduce arsenals further, eliminate chemical weapons, end the child-maiming scourge of landmines, and ratify a treaty that would ban nuclear explosions forever. That is the reality. So I'm starting to notice a pattern here where it is we could just stop there, but instead we go further. We persevere. We keep pushing. It shows that we will keep doing more than what is expected of us, more than what we should do. So from here, continue annotating for the contrasting hypotheticals with reality. And after you're finished doing the hypotheticals with reality, then go through and start annotating for the examples and personal anecdotes that Albright provides to help strengthen her message as well. When you're finished with that, I would start looking for the words persevere. Where does it show up? How often does she say it? Underline it. What's the purpose for repeating that? So that's it. I hope that was helpful. Yay!